As a small YouTuber, a small content creator, a small channel, how much revenue do I make on a monthly basis? Now, I'm going to share with you guys not only how much money I make on a monthly basis, but I'm also going to share with you how much I made on my top paid video for that month. Now, I'm not going to summarize this. I'm not going to tell you an estimate or a rough amount. I'm going to tell you guys to the dollar, actually to the penny, how much I made that month and how much was my top revenue video. If you guys want to hear all about, if you guys want to be just as nosy as I am, and you guys want to see what I made every single month this year, then please just keep on watching. Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Melissa, and usually I'd make videos on luxury bags, but today we're doing things a little bit different. When I first started out my YouTube channel, I had a really hard time finding videos on how much smaller YouTuber channels was making. And so I thought this would be a very helpful video for you guys. And maybe you're just nosy like me and want to know how much YouTubers are making. So I am going to share with you guys all of the details. I'm going to let you know exactly what I've made every single month this year. And I hope that it really helps you out, especially if you are wanting to start out your own YouTube channel. Before I get into the revenue that I made for every single month this year, I do want to quickly note that my top paid video is only going to be the amount that I made for that month. I will pop up on the screen for you guys how much I made for that video in total, but the actual numbers that I'm going to be sharing with you guys verbally are going to be only what I made for that video in that month. I hope that I'm making sense. All right guys, we are doing it old school, and I went ahead and typed it out on a piece of paper. I don't want to make you guys wait too long, so let's go ahead and jump into the month of January. Now, I do need to tell you guys that I was not very smart. I completely forgot for about 3 or 4 months to add in ads in the middle of my videos. So I was only getting paid for the ads at the very beginning of my videos instead of adding any ads in throughout the video. So the month of January, I only made $55.30. Now, if you do not hit a $100 threshold, Google Adsense will not pay you that month. They will just roll that money over to the next month. My top paid video that month was my Louis Vuitton unboxing of my mini DAUPHINE bag. You guys, can you believe it's already been 8 months since I bought that bag? I still love it. It is a great bag. It's the cutest little mini bag. If you're going to own a mini bag, I highly recommend the Louis Vuitton mini DAUPHINE because it's mini, but it still holds all of your everyday essentials. The amount that I made on that bag, again, keep in mind, on that bag, I meant the video. The amount that I made on that video, keep in mind I was not adding any ads in that video. I only made $4.16 on that video in the month of January. Before we jump into February, January is actually the month where I was realizing that I wasn't making very much money, and I couldn't figure out why, because my views were there, the engagement that was there, the subscribers were there, and then I realized in January that I wasn't adding any ads into my videos. So in February, my revenue jumped up quite a bit, and it was $151.65. My top paid video for the month of February was actually my Speedy B25, which I have right back here. This was called my wishlist unboxing, and I made a total of $16.94 in the month of February on that video. Jumping into March, my revenue dropped down just a little bit, not anything too crazy, and I made $126.91 in the month of March. My most paid video or top paid video was my luxury handbag collection in 2023, which is my most paid video of all of these videos for the month time frame. So hopefully that's making sense. And I made $33.98. All right, guys, jumping into April, I made $133.85. And the video that I made the most amount in that month of April was the bags that I should have left on the shelf. Now this is a video that I was inspired by Dale's Addiction to do. I'm not quite sure, I can't remember if it was a video where she just talked about bags that she should have left on the shelf as part of her video, or if it was a designated video to bags that she should have left on the shelf. I believe, and this is real fuzzy in my brain, so I could be 100% wrong, but I think that she was doing a Q&A and she was talking about a bag that she should have left on the shelf, and it inspired me to make a full-on video about it. It was very spontaneous. It was something that I had no clue that was actually going to do well. So once it did do well, I was really, really excited about it. And it's actually one of those videos that got the most amount of views in such a short amount of time. My videos tend to get, I'd say on average, about 1,000 views in the first week. That video, I believe I got like 4,000 views in the first week. So I was really, really excited about that. With that being said, even though it had so many views, I only made $23.65, which is lower than my handbag collection, which was $33.98. Now let me tell you guys why. With Google AdSense, you have to watch the ads. If you don't watch the ads, if you just skip them, then the YouTuber does not get paid for those. So let's say somebody clicks on a video and they only watch 2 to 3 minutes of your video and then they click off, they're probably not going to see an ad within that time, so the YouTuber is not going to get paid for that video. Or let's say somebody watches the video all the way to the end, but they skip the ad, they're not going to get paid for it. So there's a few ways that you can really help out your favorite YouTubers. One is by not skipping the ads. Now I'm talking about a 30-second, maybe a 1-minute ad. Anything more than a minute, girl, skip that. You do not need to be sitting there for 2-3 minutes watching an ad when my video is only 10 minutes long. No ma'am, skip that. I'm not gonna be hurt or heartbroken whatsoever. But if you have an extra 30 seconds and there is a 30-second ad and you wanna help me out by watching the ad, it really does make a huge difference in my ad revenue. Now, my favorite way for you guys to support me is by word of mouth. If you guys love a video of mine, if you see a video and it gives you the warm and fuzzies, if I made you laugh or it was just something that you really enjoyed, or maybe you just saw a bag that you were really into, share it with your friend. Tell your friend, hey, I was on Melissa's channel and she did this video last week and it was so good and you need to see it. That is my favorite way for you guys to support me. It really does give me the warm and fuzzies anytime that I see that somebody has shared one of my videos. And lastly, giving your favorite YouTuber videos a thumbs up and commenting down below. It really does help the YouTube algorithm to see that people are engaging with our content, and they will send out your video to other people and they will see your video, which then draws in more people. So if that is something that you want to do, if you want to help support your favorite YouTubers, those are the ways that you can do so. All right, guys, jumping back into May, I made $158.22. So that's a pretty good month for me. I believe it's actually the highest paid month that I have ever had on my YouTube channel. So $158.22. The video that made the most is a video that did not surprise me at all, and that is the Speedy B. The video was called, Is the Speedy B25 Still Relevant Today? Which again, I have my Speedy B25 right back here. When I first bought my Speedy B25, I was really torn between getting the Speedy B or the Noe BB, and I thought I had made a mistake, but you guys, the more I use my Speedy B25, the less I think about the Noe BB. For a long time, I thought I was still going to buy the Noe BB, but I have opted not to. It's just, I'm really happy with my Speedy B25. I feel like it is the perfect match for me, so I don't think I'm going to end up getting the Noe BB. And the dollar amount that I made for that video for the Is the Speedy B25 Still Relevant Today is $19.18. June took a little bit of a dive as far as my revenue for that month, and it also took a dive as far as the top paid video. It wasn't very high whatsoever, but something I noticed about June is I had several videos that did mediocre, and I didn't really have any videos that didn't do well at all, and I didn't have any videos that did really, really well. Whereas the previous months, I noticed that I had one or maybe two videos that did really, really well in the $20 to $30 price point that I made, and then everything else did not so great. So June was a unique month for me with the videos doing pretty good. The dollar amount that I made in the month of June was $127.88, and my most paid video actually surprised me. It was my Coach Tabby 26 unboxing, and I made a total of $9.99 off of that video. So as I mentioned, there were several videos that did mediocre. So there was several videos in the 8 or 9 or 10, right under the $10 mark in the month of June. I was really surprised that the Coach Tabby did so well because it was the first contemporary designer bag video that I have done on my channel, and I was a little bit worried about whether or not it would do well, considering I do have a mostly luxury handbag collection, and that's more so what I talk about. But when I saw the Coach Tabby 26, I just knew I had to have it. I knew I had to share with you guys because it was something I was passionate about, and it's a bag that I've been really, really enjoying. All right, the last month is July. I haven't actually been paid for July yet. With Google AdSense, it is 1 month behind. So it's August now, so I will get paid for July somewhere between the 20th and the 23rd of August. And the dollar amount I can see right now, because like I said, it's 1 month behind, is going to be $123.68. Now July hasn't really been a good month for me, and so far August really hasn't been a good month for me either. So as I mentioned, the best way that you guys can help me out is by watching the ads, sharing my videos, giving me a thumbs up, and communicating and engaging down in the comments below. I made $123.68 for the month of July, and my top paid video was the bags I've sold or returned and why, which I made $10.20 on that video. I'm going to quickly go over my top 3 paid videos for the entire year. Now, not all of these videos were uploaded in January, so they have a different time frame as to how long they've been up on my channel. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to tell you guys the video. I will pop up on the screen for you guys how many months this video has been out so far at the time that I am filming this video, and then right now I'm going to verbally tell you guys how much I made on that video, just so you guys kind of get all of the details. So my top paid video, my very top paid video for 2023 so far was my luxury handbag collection in 2023. And I made so far this year $57.05 on that video. Now, I'm not surprised by that at all. That video has quite a few views on it. I will pop that up on the screen for you guys as well, so you guys kind of know how many views it takes to get this amount of revenue. It's a video that does well. It's something that people search and people watch and enjoy. So I'm not surprised that my top video is my luxury handbag collection. Number 2 is another one that I'm not surprised about at all, and that is my Speedy B 25 still relevant in 2023? The Speedy B 25 is a classic bag. It's a bag that's been around for years, but a lot of the reviews and a lot of the content on the Speedy B 25 are very old content and very old videos, and people want something that's more relevant and more updated. So the fact that I made a video all about whether or not this bag is still relevant today, I wasn't surprised that it did well. I'm actually very glad that it did well because it's something that I was interested in, and I felt like the YouTube community, luxury YouTube community, was lacking. I made $56.45 on that video so far this year. Okay, so now we are taking a pretty big dive, and this bag, or this video actually did surprise me that it made my top 3 paid videos, and it also surprised me that the third video is so much lower than the first 2. This video made less than half the amount of the first 2 videos, and my third most paid video, or highest revenue video is bags that I should have left on the shelf, and I made $25.38 on it. You guys, that just goes to show you, if you are passionate about something, if it's spontaneous, if it's something that makes you excited, film it. Not everything has to be planned out, not everything has to be perfect. Viewers can tell when you're excited about filming something, so let that excitement show, let your mistakes show, be authentic, be yourself, stutter a little bit, mess up your words, be a little bit all over the place, a little wishy-washy. It doesn't matter, because your YouTubers are going to feel your excitement and they're going to be excited with you. Before I jump into the total amount that I made through Google AdSense so far this year, I do want to quickly speak on whether or not I would recommend filming YouTube for you guys. Now, when I first started my channel, it was something that was just fun for me. I created my first video and I was hooked instantly. So if you are starting YouTube because it's something you're passionate about, it's something you're excited about, and it's a side hustle where it would be nice to make a little bit of money, but you have your day job, you have your regular job that holds down the fort, I 100% recommend YouTube for you. It's a great outlet to have. You are going to find connections like you have never found before. You're going to be able to talk to people all over the world, which is so cool. You're going to be able to experience life. That sounds a little dramatic, but it's true. You're going to experience life in a different way and through a different lens, because there are so many people out there that are going to be genuinely interested in the same thing that you guys are interested in, and I think that that is so cool. If you are starting YouTube with the idea of it being a business or a career for you, I do have to say that I don't know that I would 100% recommend it unless you have a lot of time. If you have a lot of time that you can invest in this, if you have a lot of disposable money to buy the nice cameras and the lighting and do things professionally, and even put money into your videos depending on what your channel is, then I definitely think it can grow faster than somebody who is just, uploading one video a week or whatever that may be. So keep that in mind. If you are doing this for a business aspect, it's going to take a very long time for you to get to a point where you can actually make a decent amount of money on YouTube. Now, if you have time and if you have the patience for that, absolutely, I 100% recommend it. The pros of YouTube, for me personally, outweigh the cons, and if you have the patience and you have the desire and you have the love for filming and talking about what you're interested in, then I do think it's worth it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up by sharing with you guys exactly what I made through Google AdSense this year. Now, this is not through sponsorships, and it's not through any partnerships or anything like that. If you guys want me to get into that at a later time, I definitely will do that for you guys, but this is only through Google AdSense. So what I made by people watching the ads in my videos, and I made a grand total. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Let's do a drum roll here. I made a grand total of $822.53 this year. I think that that's pretty good considering that this is a hobby of mine. Now, I would love to quit my day job. I would love for this to turn into a career. But right now it's just a hobby, and so even the fact that I made any money at all through this, and that's just through Google AdSense, it really is a good hobby to have. If you are considering starting out a YouTube channel, I really hope that you found this video useful. If you already have a YouTube channel, or if you're just nosy and you're just curious, then I hope that you guys found this video entertaining. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment down below. Were you guys surprised by the revenue that I made on YouTube this year? Was it higher than you thought? Was it lower than you thought? Was it right about where you thought, or were you clueless? Thank you guys so much for watching, but until next time, bye guys.